Anubis Doggy Kruger appeared in Power Rangers SPD back in 2006. He was a strict but wise mentor to the SPD Rangers. Before even becoming a Ranger, he was a strong warrior with a dark past. But when he was needed to save his comrades, he faced his past head-on and became the Shadow Ranger. He really stood out because he was a mentor that also became a Ranger and has some of the most memorable fight scenes in his show. With such a great character and awesome suit design, we are going to see if Hasbro was able to do him justice with the Lightning Collection Shadow Ranger. The packaging is well done and is similar to the other Lightning Collection figures. Again, I find the Power Rangers SPD logo on the side a nice touch. This figure comes with 4 unique hands, a right hand to hold a sword, a right hand with his signature pose, a left hand to hold his SPD morpher, and a left fist. The hands hold a sword and morpher very well, and the fist hand is a very nice touch. I am, however, very impressed that they included the signature pose hand used in the show. Major props to Hasbro for getting that detail right. Of course, Doggy Kruger wouldn't be complete without his Shadow Saber. The sculpting of the sword is very well done, and all the major paint apps are present. If I had to nitpick though, it would be that the silver could be more metallic. I still feel Hasbro did a great job on this iconic weapon. Shadow Ranger also comes with his SPD morpher. The paint apps and sculpting is well done, but they got the slider on the wrong side. Not sure how that happened. Personally, it's not a big deal for me because he's going to be holding his sword most of the time, but it's still unfortunate that the mistake like this happened on Hasbro's first wave. The figure also includes a Doggy Kruger head sculpt and neck. When it was revealed that the Hasbro figures will include civilian heads, I was really curious if they would include this. The fact that it did, and it looks fantastic, is amazing. The paint and sculpting is extremely accurate, and this is by far the best civilian head yet. The last accessory is an effect part for the sword. It looks good on the saber, however I'm not sure why Hasbro went with the water effect for the Shadow Ranger. I feel a lightning or fire effect would have been the way to go. The sculpting and paint on the figure really stands out. He looks bigger and more muscular as he should be, and the figure does a great job of making the spandex and armor parts very distinctive. The metallic blue has a nice shine to it and really stands out in a good way. The paint job for the most part is also very clean. Sadly, like the saber, the silver is a normal gray, and some parts that should be silver is left unpainted. Basically, all of his badges are left unpainted and some white parts around the visor. This really hurts the figures from being perfect. The head is on a ball joint. There's a ball joint in the middle of the chest and an ab crunch. Shoulders can move in and out and arms can move around. There's a bicep swivel and a double jointed arm bend. The wrist can turn and has a hinge joint. Legs go out and back, and there's a thigh swivel and double jointed legs. The toes can bend and swivel as well. Overall, the articulation is good. The best part is that the articulation doesn't destroy the suit design when he poses. My only gripe is that, as a two-hand sword user, it's hard for him to do so in figure form. Here he is compared to Marvel Legends, Iron Man from Civil War, SH Figure Arts Shinken Red, Lightning Collection Dino Charger Red Ranger, Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin White Ranger, Beast Morphers Red Ranger, and Bandai's Legacy Collection Gold Zeo Ranger. As iconic as he is to the franchise, the last figure of him was made back in 2006. It's safe to say that this is the best Shadow Ranger figure you can get today. He just looks amazing and has a lot of posing options. Having the Shadow Ranger makes me more excited for Hasbro's future releases because they prove to me that they are detail oriented, and the fact that they chose to make the Shadow Ranger shows to me that this line is for the Power Rangers fan. The missing paint apps is one thing, but I have to remember that this is not a super expensive figure, and we probably won't be getting another Shadow Ranger in a long time. That's all for me in this review. Overall, justice is served with the Shadow Ranger. But join me next time as we take a look at the Emperor of Evil.